The pool party. The pool party.
Alright, there we go. I just got done doing the plank too. So, alright. How you doing, Dragon? Alright. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? Hang on, why am I... There we go. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? And also, thank you for redeeming your park entrance. And yes, I just got done doing that plank redeem. Or, in the allotted amount of time that I had before I started, so... Also, hi Lilac, thank you for redeeming your park entrance. Alright, so... Today, I kind of want to just watch some stuff. And, I don't know, maybe we will... I don't know, maybe, well, because I want to play Pokemon today, because we haven't really played Yellow in a while. So I'm kind of, like, in the mood to play Pokemon. Now, once we're done playing Yellow... I don't know what exactly we're going to be playing, because, I don't know, I kind of want to play Fire Red and Leaf Green, because, you know, also, outside of just, you know, FOMO, but also, it's a game that I grew up with, but I never, like, really sat down and played. And it's not just because, like, oh, I was too old or something like that. No, it came out at, like, the prime age for me. Like, I want to say I was... Oh god, what how old was I? I think I want to say I was like, what year did it come out? Was it 2004? Let's see here. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Fire Red and Leaf Green versions. Okay, so it did come out in 2004. So I was about... I think it was about 11? 10 or 11? Hang on, let me do some math here real quick. So let's do that. And then minus my date of birth. So, no, okay, I was 12. Okay, so I was a little shy. I was 12 years old when that game came out. So, no, I was at the right age. Also, hi, Lilac. I'm doing very good. How are you? How have you been, Lilac? I hope you've been behaving today. But, yeah, so I kind of want to play a little bit of Fire Red and Leaf Green once I'm done with Yellow. Because right now I'm playing Pokemon Crystal on my off time, and it's something I'm just finding very relaxing. I don't know. I think it's just mainly just because of, like, I'm finding all of the older Game Boy games to be a lot more relaxing and kind of comforting a little bit. And maybe that is just because of, like, I don't know, maybe that's just because of, like, childhood nostalgia to me. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that might be it. So you're doing pretty good. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Lilac. It's always nice to hear that you're doing good. Hang on, let me just change that to just chatting. Okay. Also, apparently today is Pi Day, which I saw, I think, was it today or yesterday that was Pi Day? No, I'm sorry, it was yesterday that was Pi Day. It was on Google, and I guess Google didn't update it, which I am too mathematically illiterate to get it, but yeah, no, I kind of want to watch some videos because Chat History dropped a new video this past week, or no, this weekend, and I kind of want to go over it with you guys because I fucking love Chat History. Like, his stuff is always fucking funny. It's called The Unluckiest Disasters in History, and I think after that, because it was either that one or it was like either that one or we watched Unluckiest Deaths. But I think I might save Unluckiest Deaths for a later date. Yeah, I think I might save that one for, like, a later time. But yeah, sorry that last night's stream with Beans was an absolute nightmare, and it has nothing to do with, you know, Beans or anything like that. I know she was crashing out a little bit. But it was, I think it's mainly just because I think Claude, it really needs to, iron itself out there, because like, I can tell you straight up, that thing ain't ready. That thing is certainly not ready for a main release. It really needs to be left in the oven for, it really needs to be left in the oven for a lot longer. It has good potential, I will say. Claude has some potential if they do an overhaul. So things like making their own original dinosaur models, for example. I think if they did that, I think they would have a good, strong standing. Because, a lot of their assets is just, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World assets. And they're not even hiding it. They even copied the Popo T-Rex. Or no, I'm sorry. I think it's not Popo. It's the Schleck. The Schleck T-Rex. So, yeah, that one I'm not too big of a fan of. But again, if they can actually make their own original assets for this game, I honestly think that they will be fine. I think the game has some potential. Also, a lot of bugs need to be worked out. Especially since I was spending half the stream in a fucking armory. Like, I wasn't worried about that I will be running out of ammo. I think when it comes to things like the armory, and if the door's on a timer, I really think that they need to have like a door for it to be open from the inside. I think that's what they need to do. Because that was a nightmare. And then also try to figure out how to host multiplayer without people lagging out. Because that was horrendous. That was genuinely awful. Because it wasn't just me, it was other people who were playing the game who were lagging out. They were dropping like crazy. Like for me, I couldn't even get inside the park without lagging out. Another person, she couldn't stay in the game until she had to reach like a certain point in the game, and then she was good as gold. So Claude really needs to iron out their multiplayer. They really want to have some bit of standing with that game. But also, I post this in my Discord. So I am going to be dropping a new video. So I'll be dropping a new video tomorrow on my Twitter and also on my Blue Sky. And then I'm thinking about maybe sometime either this week or next week, it's going to drop on YouTube. And then, so I've also been kind of like thinking of some other things as well in regards to the streaming. So in terms of like model kit streams and all that kind of stuff, I'm thinking about mainly hosting model kit streams solely on Twitch. Mainly just because I like to use Spotify, and because of how horrible YouTube's copyright system is, if YouTube gets a whiff, like just a tiny inkling of a smell that I'm playing something copyrighted, they quickly strike down the stream. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, they will quickly strike down that stream. So, more than likely, this stuff is going to be hosted solely on Twitch. And then, I'm thinking about maybe, like, every other stream, minus the model kit streams, are just going to be on, are just going to be, like, simulcasted on, like, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and stuff like that. But again, just model kit stuff is going to be solely on It's going to be solely on here. So, also, I'm guessing it was TFCon. So I'm guessing it was TFCon this past weekend because, yeah, so TFCon Los Angeles happened this weekend. And I kind of want to go over the third-party panel with you guys. Because mainly that's really, like, the only thing that they got going on right now. Outside of, like, the Lio Kaiser. Oh, wait, no. They're... Yeah, okay, yeah. So we'll probably go over the TFCon stuff right now. Just because there's really not much else going on right now. Let me see here real quick. Because, like, on HobbyLinkJapan, there's really not much. Which, also, by the way, I'm an affiliate with HobbyLinkJapan. HobbyLinkJapan is your #1 hobby store for all of your anime figure and gunpla needs. Use chat command code !HLJ, take you directly to the website. Not only that, but I'm also an affiliate with Waifu Wares. And I'm currently right now in a push to get my own waifu cup. So use chat command code waifu, take you directly to the website, and use my code GRAWLBROWN at checkout for 15% off on all your online purchases. So I kind of want to go over Lio Kaiser real quick with you guys. And then we'll watch some videos, and then we'll jump into Pokemon. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Ronma, how you doing? All right, so TFCon just happened this weekend, and then this was... So this right here was announced. So this is the HasLab Lio Kaiser. Now, apparently, this will be HasLab's last ever crowdfunding figure. If it goes horribly, because Omega Prime was a giant shit show and a half, just because of all the QC issues, and it sounds like they took that to heart. So they said basically, if Lio Kaiser ends up to be like the same as Omega Prime, apparently they're not going to do these anymore. So fingers crossed that they actually, this actually like is good. And already, this is looking pretty solid. I don't know the names of the crew. I believe that... Hang on, let me see here real quick. Let me see here. See, Lio Kaiser. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for TF Wiki here just because I don't really know all their names. Because I know Leozak. I know this one's Leozak. And Leozak looks pretty good. He looks alright. I feel like these are retools. I swear, like, at least the jets feel like retools. I don't know. It's just, it has a very samey transformation. And he looks fine. Like, that's his robot mode. He has his little breast master. That looks pretty good. Totally the same size. Okay. Now, granted, these are also, like, in-hand, I guess, like, in-hand images of one of them. So, mileage may vary, so we're kind of hoping that this is going to be good. And so far, this is looking pretty good. I like that the Breastmaster can actually transform into their animals. That is a really nice attention to detail. Spanish for the bat. So that is Hellbat. So this is Hellbat. And already Hellbat's Breastmaster is my favorite. I love this look. I don't know what it is with like bat motifs. Whenever you put like a bat on something, it already makes it look kind of cool and kind of gothic and hellish a little bit. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, no, like it's... I'm not the biggest fan of the jet mode, but then also... I feel like you really can't get a decent jet mode out of some of these Transformers without being like way too overpriced, like talking like third party prices for like some black magic. But for what it is, it's not bad. Like, that looks pretty... I love his head sculpt. I fucking love that head sculpt. That looks sick. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, also, Scorpio, thank you for redeeming your park entrance. So, the thing is that I'm kind of glad... Because, so, I was going to put down for Omega Prime. Because I watched some bit of Transformers 2001 RID as a child. That and like Time Force were like my go-to things during that time period. Well, that and Digimon. That and Digimon and Zoids. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but I did like what I was watching. Thank you for the 7 stream streak. Yeah, yeah, you're building it back up again. I'm happy to see that. But yeah, it looks cool. It looks genuinely cool. But I'm also glad that I did not put down for Omega Prime because the QC issues apparently are atrocious. So this one is... Which one are you? So that was Hellbat. This one, I believe this is Skyhawk. Yeah, so this is Skyhawk. That is a very, very vibrant color. Jesus. It's actually kind of hard to look at. Just because that is a very, 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 like, very vibrant magenta. And his little breast master, you know, that looks kind of cute. Now, this is something that apparently, was a 1-episode character. This is Death Cobra. And he's a 1-episode character, and apparently he dies. Right? So apparently Death Cobra dies. But fans really wanted, like, a new toy of Death Cobra with their Leo Kaiser gang. So here we go. It's nice that they threw him in as a little bonus. I know what type of helicopter that is. I know it's a Russian-make helicopter. I can tell by the double bubble cockpit there, as I like to call it, or the double dome cockpit. But that's cool. So yeah, Death Cobra looks really good. I like that his chest actually looks like a cobra. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. So, hopefully we can get some reviews in. This is... Which one is this? So, that is... So, it's one of the legs, because it's a tank. Jaguar. Okay, so that's the torso. Okay, you know what this kind of reminds me of, chat? If anyone have seen Transformers Armada... He kind of reminds me of Megatron's Minicon a little bit. It's just how the vehicle mode is proportioned. It reminds me a lot of Leader 1 from Transformers Armada. Yeah, get to the chopper! It's also kind of silly that this race car has this ginormous missile rack. Which is also just a very obvious, totally not a lower half of a robot. Oh, I was gonna say, I was kind of hoping that his little breast master would have been like something that looked like Ravage. Okay, so this one, I believe this is Drillhorn. I want to say this is Drillhorn. Yep. Okay, so this is... Oh, yeah, no, I was right. This is Drillhorn. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I do, again, like, this set alone, I would honestly buy the set alone for these head sculpts, because these are just killing it. Apparently my phone decided I was speaking another language. Yeah, these are killing it. Jesus. And I believe this is Kill Bison. Yep, this is Kill Bison. And what's kind of cool is that when they combine, so the limbs for the legs kind of do an opposite of how usual, like, limb combiners usually go. So usually they are facing forward. Here they're facing on the side, which I think is really cool. I think that's genuinely really, really cool. So what's also really cool, so that's Lyle Kaiser, and he looks pretty snazzy, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this is cool. So again, Death Cobra was a 1-episode character who was killed off, and it's cool that they added him in here as a limb, but also apparently as a mounted weapon for Lyle Kaiser, which I don't think was in the show, but it's cool that they feature this regardless. I kind of like this configuration a little bit more, but that's just me. Actually, you know what? If you just got rid of this guy and put him over there, and then put Death Cobra on this arm, that would actually look kind of... But then again, I'm also a little bit biased towards, like, muted colors. Like, army drab green, browns, darker blues, and stuff like that. I'm not really a flashy color guy. And so we now have almost the completed cast of, like, the headmasters. So I really want to get Deathsaurus. I still see a lot of HasLab Deathsaurus on sale for, like, not astronomical prices. And every time I see it, it fucking calls to me. I love Deathsaurus. I have the Mastermind creation, which is a third-party version of Deathsaurus, and it's not bad, but I really want to get this because people are singing the praises of this particular toy. And so the storage is pretty good. Okay. But yeah, so that's Lyle Kaiser. So hopefully this will be a lot better than Omega Prime, because I really want to see more HasLab figures. So fingers crossed that the quality is a lot better and it doesn't suck. So here we have 3-0. And these are non-transformable figures, but they're also very highly detailed. I've seen one of these out in the wild the last time I was at Universal Studios. I think it was their Soundwave. And their Soundwave was, or their Bumblebee movie Soundwave, and oh my god, was it just sexy. It was so good. And the last time I was in Tampa, I went to Hobbytown, and I did see that they were selling these figures for a relatively decent price. I think they were like $60. And that was their G1 Megatron and Optimus Prime, which is honestly something a lot more reasonable than like $100, because these aren't cheap. These are really not cheap. That is gorgeous. Okay, one thing about me, chat, is that I love Soundwave. Soundwave is like one of my favorite G1 Transformers. However, Sound Blaster, just, chef's kiss. I am a absolute slut for black and red Transformer designs, or black and red Transformer color schemes, so things like Sound Blaster, or like Nemesis Prime. Oh my god, I fucking love it. Oh, sweet Jesus, I fucking love this color scheme. I don't know what it is. It makes the autism neurons go happy. Because it's so damn sleek. So we have Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. So I think that's Cybertron version. And then we have, I want to say this is Jazz. Or it could be Blackjack. And then we have Shattered Glass Sideswipe, which honestly, they could easily just retool this or just repaint it into Armada Wheeljack. It's a totally easy thing they could do. I really want to pick up that Sound Blaster, but these are so expensive. There's Movie Jazz. There is Bumblebee Movie Shockwave. Okay, so that just... Oh, and then that's Skybound Optimus, because he's got Megatron's arm. So this is kind of interesting. So, I believe this is like Japan's equivalent of the Studio Series. So, this is called on Dramatic Capture Series. I believe this is like a higher quality Studio Series figure. So, it's really nothing all that special to write home to. It's... If you got Studio Series movie Optimus and you got Studio Series movie Jetfire, you have this figure. It's really nothing special. But if you really want that one scene from that movie, yeah, see, it's literally just the Studio Series figure, but it's done up in a nicer paint color. And better decals. And better details. This is basically what happens if Hasbro actually gave a shit and took their time. Which, for me, I'm a pass, just because I could give a two flying shits about Catfish over here and this. It's not my favorite version of Jet-Powered Optimus Prime. Which, funny enough, is that this whole Jet-Powered Optimus Prime thing comes from Armada. Because that was like a really, really good form. And it just stuck with the fandom for up until this day. I mean, like, it looks fine, but it's not my favorite. Alright, now we're moving on to... Oh, wait, hang on. So this is just in-hand images of Primeverse smokescreen. I'm gonna skip. This honestly looks a lot better. In every conceivable sense of the word, this is far better. I don't like the whole G1-ified version of, you know, better things. Because, Lord help us, if Hasbro, steers away from G1 designs for 2 minutes. So, I don't think I'll be going over the entire panel. But I kind of want to go over some bits of the third-party panel because I do collect third-party Transformers. This is really nothing special. This is, what is this one? This is coming from... Oh, so this is Metagate. Metagate makes some pretty good figures. They made a decent retool of this figure into Bludgeon. This is Movie Drift. I do like that color scheme, though. That is a very, very nice color scheme. I could give two flying shits about Movie Drift because all he really is just an Asian stereotype. This is really, really cool. So this is Rising Force's Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. Not my favorite version of Bruticus, but it's a thing. It's there if you want it. So, robot toys. Now, this is something that got me really, really hyped up. So, this is Transmetal Optimus. Okay, that's fine. But also, we are getting a Masterpiece Waspinator. Oh my god, I fucking love Waspinator. Like, he's actually one of the voices that I love doing for, like, voice acting. Because I love, like, doing the Waspinator voice. Yeah, it looks so good. Like, that right there is clean. That is so clean.
Why is life cruel to Waspinator? Waspinator's getting tired of being blown up all the time.
Like, oh my god, I could hear Scott McNeil coming out of that toy. That is so good. Oh my god, I am pre-ordering this. I am pre-ordering this so badly. I cannot wait, hold up. I gotta see. Is it up for pre-order on Shozi? I have to know. I have to know. It's not. It's not on Shozi, but what is this? Robot Toys. I am eyeballing this now like a fucking hawk. I'm eyeballing this like a fucking hawk right now. It's on shows, not on my end. Well, yeah, I know it's on Shozi. Well, oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, oh, okay, yeah. So the pre-order cost is just $1. Okay, yeah. So I'll probably just pre-order that tomorrow because, oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god, that is just, oh god, I love it. Okay, it is making me want to get the Scorponok too. And I'm not even like a big fan of Scorponok. As a kid, I thought he was kind of okay. He was kind of annoying, but I don't know, seeing this right here is really making me want to get a Scorponok now. Because I have this. I have the knockoff, right? I have the knockoff of this Megatron. Really, really good. What's good about this knockoff is that it comes with, granted, it comes with the Chinese sound bites of Megatron, but also David K. So, just, oh my god, this is so good. That right there, this right here is what sold me. Seeing this right here, because if you don't know in the show, right? So if you don't know in the show, Waspinator was like the comic relief guy. He would always get shot up, he would get blown up, he would get torn up, pulled to pieces, smashed, crushed. And he would always put himself back together in the show. And just to see this right here is just, this sold me. This sold me. And I'm kind of debating on like displaying him like this. Oh god, that's so good. And then we have like a Chibi Abominus and then a Defensor. So kind of Snore. Another Constructicon set, so Snore. Looks fine, but Snore. They sleep. Not a really lot of good stuff coming out outside of that Waspinator. This just seems kind of lukewarm. Like, there's not a lot of characters that make me go, ooh, ah. So we have some additional parts for Onyx Prime, which this kind of sells me a little bit on it. It's just, I want more colors. I want more colors out of this toy. Especially if you're going to charge me that much for this guy, I want more colors. At least we get a proper dragon head and a dragon tail. So now he looks more like a bestial dragon instead of whatever the fuck the default stuff was. So he looks fine. We actually have something that makes the Studio Series Transformer 1 Starscream looking presentable. Just whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, there's just really not a outside. I think outside of that Starscream, or not Starscream, Waspinator, there's really not much. Right? There's really not like a whole lot. I don't know. Maybe when we get to TFCon Orlando, which I really want to go. I really want to go so badly. It's in my fucking neck of the woods. This one is interesting. So this is basically God Bomber. So this is God Bomber. And it's, I mean, like, it's fine. I don't really need another upgrade kit for this figure. I'm perfectly happy with my jet-powered animated Optimus. So it's cool that if you want something that's a little bit more bang for your buck, I'd say go for it, but I'm pretty content. This one's cool too. So this is Fans Hobbies Jetfire from the Unicron Wars half of Armada. And yeah, it's fine. I missed out on getting their Armada Optimus, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine with my Legacy Armada Optimus, and I have been told that we're getting a Leader Jetfire here soon, so I'm not really in the market to get a Jetfire. I mean, there's also the DIY upgrade kits on eBay too, so I could just get the overhaul. So I'm okay, but it's there if you want to get it. Yeah, the Space Shuttle mode looks alright, but we're not getting it for the Space Shuttle mode. We all know what we're going to be doing. We're mainly just going to buy this guy just so that he becomes Armada Optimus's pants. That's literally all we are buying this toy for. Like, let's be honest here. That's all we ever buy Armada Jetfire for. The same thing goes for Overhaul. Or Overload. I think it's Overload. Yeah. Armada Overload. We're only buying Overload because he turns into the cannons. Which, granted, yeah, they're really cool robot modes on their own, but let's face it, that's what they're only meant for. But yeah, there's really not much that really stands out. There's this. So this is a Mastermind Creations Dreadlock, which is basically Drift before he became an Autobot, because the whole story with Drift was that he was a Decepticon who basically gave up on being a Decepticon and became an Autobot. So Dreadlock became Drift, which is a good story. I like Drift as a character. I am so glad he didn't become like the Gary Stu like they did with Windblade, because oh lord, did they turn Windblade into a Mary Sue. And it was annoying. But yeah, so Mastermind Creations always does good stuff, so it's fine. This one I don't get. I'm sure this is to do with something with KISS players. I'm pretty sure this is something that involves KISS players. Which, honestly, I do not care for KISS players all that much. Not because it's lolly stuff or anything like that. It's just, I don't quite care for it, if I'm going to be honest with you. And this one's cool too. So this is, I think this is also from Mastermind Creations. I want to say this is Mastermind Creations. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up here. So this is, yep. Okay, so it is. Okay, so it is Mastermind Creations. Okay. Yep, so this is Jinrai. It seems like we're getting a lot of like Jinrais right now, because this is now like the third Jinrai offering. Like Jinrai slash Powered Optimus Prime. Or Super God Jinrai. Like, so that was one. This is two. I don't know why I thought it was God Bomber. It might have been God Bomber. I can't tell. So that was one. That was two. Three. So we got three. So this is. So I can tell that they're getting into. The third party companies are getting into. Basically another war with one another. So I guess now it's Jinrai's turn to see which third-party company can pump out the best Jinrai toy slash Power, what is it, Power Master Optimus Prime first. Which, it's always fun to see that, but yeah, no, like, we're about to see Jinrai's God Bomber and Super God Jinrai clog up third-party shelves like fucking crazy. Like they did with Like they did with Devastator, like they did with the Dinobots. It comes in waves. That's the thing with third parties, that it all comes in waves. The good thing about, and back to this guy real quick, the good thing about this figure alone, because every time I look at the bludgeon, I'm always tempted to get it because it's always at like, now granted, for a third party toy, right? So like for a third party toy, it's always at like, let me actually take a look here because I think it's still, because it's Metagate, right? I think it's still on sale, is it? No, it's sold out. Okay. Yeah, it's sold out. Okay. But yeah, no, like for a third-party company, they sell their stuff relatively inexpensive because I'm looking at their listings here on Shozy. A lot of their stuff is like $50, 30 bucks, 45 bucks. Their bludgeon here was like 55 bucks. So, and I mean, like, some of their stuff here is, I mean, like, some of them is pretty expensive. Like, you have your Laserbeak, your Beast Wars Laserbeak here from about 140 bucks. I think their Pterosaur was $110. Their specialty version of Drift was $115. So really, for a third-party company to offer stuff that cheap is not bad. Hi Tabby, how you doing? We're talking about toys before we jump into Pokemon. Because usually, like, third-party stuff, and like honestly, and it's kind of sad too, because I just listed things like, oh yeah, it's only like 60 bucks, you know, whatever, which is a good chunk of change, but also mainline Transformers are that expensive nowadays as well. So really, it's kind of sad to see official products being as expensive, if not more expensive, than third-party offerings with literally half the quality. It's kind of sad. Because if this thing is like 50 bucks, I don't know, I might snatch this. I might snatch it. Because that does look pretty damn snazzy. Yes, you did. They were down here below. I'm doing good. My hands hurt after putting a dresser and a shelf together. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, like, look, if I was ever in the neighborhood, I would help you out with that. Yeah, of course, all my friends get shout-outs. But yeah, no, it's really sad to see that and these are third party. These are not official Transformer toys, right? These are not meant for kids. These are meant for like adult collectors. But it's sad when you see adult collector oriented toys like this as the cheaper alternative to mainline Transformers. That is sad. I would take the help. Yeah, no, I would totally help you out. But yeah, so that was TFCon LA. That was TFCon LA. This is kind of cool. I'm not like the biggest fan of Toxitron just because I just kind of find the I find the colors for Toxitron to be kind of gaudy and not like in the good way of kind of gaudy. You know what I'm talking about? I think this is kind of ugly. But it's kind of cool, especially with this design. I just also never got the appeal of Toxitron. I never, ever, ever, ever got the appeal of this guy. Let's see here. I don't trust my husband to put furniture together. Last time he tried, it was over 10 years ago, and he broke the... Oh! How did he break the bed frame? See, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing with me. I come over. You just say, Gral, put this together. And you will not see me until it is done. I shit you not. Once you throw me in a room and you tell me to build something, I will build it. And that is all I will focus on. The only thing I will do in the meantime is to get up, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, go back, and do it again. He drilled into a beam that didn't need to be drilled. What the fuck? But don't bed frames come with, like, holes already punched? Don't bed frames just come with holes that are already punched? How? Why did you need to put in another hole into a bed frame that already has holes in it? Yeah, and he still fucked it up? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, no. Next time you have furniture, give me a call on Discord. I will hightail it over there. I like building things. But yeah, so that was TFCon, yeah, so that was TFCon LA. I am really curious to see, like, because we're going to get more, right? So we are going to get more TFCons as we go on. But yeah, so that just seems, honestly, that seemed a little bit lackluster just because, again, there wasn't really, like, a whole lot of characters that really kind of grabbed at me that made me go, oh, no, I take it back. Outside of the Waspinator, outside of that Waspinator, there really wasn't a lot that made me go ooh or ah, that made me get really excited for, that made me, like, really excited for any, like, third-party releases. Then again, I'm also mainly focusing on my Dinobots, because we only have, what, technically 2 more to go. 2 to 4 more to go, because all we have is Grimlock, we have Grimlock, and we have Scorn, and then whatever little Dinobots they want to include in for, like, the feat-wise. So, that's mainly the ones I've been kind of focusing on, but yeah, there wasn't really, like, a lot that made me go, ooh, I want that. I'm excited for that particular figure. So hopefully we see a little bit more. Let me see here. So now now before we go into Pokemon, I do want to kind of go over this, because Chat History came out with a new video. And I love Chat History. Okay, so this is called The Unluckiest Disasters in History. I've already watched this, but, like, I always love watching this with you guys. This is fun.
Luckiest disasters in history.
And a lot of this stuff is maritime.
Encounters in a grocery aisle where you face off against a stranger coming at you in a clash of cards. You gotta make a split decision on which way you're gonna go.
I don't know, chat, has this ever happened to you?
So you switch it up, but they also switch it up, and it's just like, come on, man, pick a freaking side.
Okay, has that ever happened to you guys before? Like, if you've ever been to a grocery store, has that ever happened to any of you? Because for me, it's happened a couple of times, but also because I'm a big guy, and I have a resting bitch face, people move the fuck out of my way sometimes. Like, if they're doing that shit to me, all I gotta do is just look at them, and then they just move.
You almost immediately remedy the situation and go about your ways, exchanging a glanceless slight chuckle or a death stare depending on your personality.
That would kind of be me, except it's unintentional.
Giant fucking ships and zero visibility. That's exactly what happened with this ship, the RMS Empress of Ireland.
Oh god.
This was a British-built transatlantic ocean liner owned by the Canadian Pacific Railway. She was tasked with
Maybe, but I think
the ocean between Great Britain and Canada.
I'm the one that moves out of the way.
Voyages, the Empress and her
Honestly,
crew
that
completed
I don't blame you.
5 skips across the pond, bringing about 119,000 rascals westward to the Great
Damn.
North and sending about 68,000 over the horizon. But voyage number 96
Well, shit.
proved to be the liner's last.
I like his little floaty.
1,500 passengers and crew, including newly promoted captain.
I'm not gonna lie.
on his
I'm not gonna lie. I've always, like, dreamed about, like, this kind of stuff. Like, what was it like to be on a ship during this time period, because I'm pretty sure, like, oh yeah, no, nowadays it's nothing new, but like this kind of stuff, I don't know, like I've always wondered what it would be like.
Very first voyage commanding her, the Empress of Ireland departed from
Also think of the hydration.
late afternoon on May 28th, 1914, heading down the St. Lawrence River, where she would then sail into the Atlantic towards Liverpool in the UK. Just before 2 a.m. the next morning, the Empress of Ireland had approached the mouth of the river, heading for open ocean. The crew had observed the lights of an incoming ship, the Norwegian SS Storstad. The Storstad was a cargo ship, structurally reinforced to be able to...
Like, honestly, traveling by ship at night is also going to be kind of fucking terrifying, because during this time period, we really don't have, like, that, you know, we don't have, like, all the modern stuff that we take for granted when it comes to maritime. So, yeah, no, that shit's got to be kind of scary.
Through icy waters while bearing immense cargo loads. On this venture,
Yeah, I got a big load for you I got a big load for you, pants grab.
allowing each ship to spot the other a few miles off of their respective starboard sides. At their current headings, each ship looked
No
like
radar, yeah.
each other with a few miles of buffer. No problem. But then, of course, there was a problem. A thick-ass fog rolled in right as both ships approached. Now, neither ship could see the other.
Oh, not the fart cloud.
Their fog horns to communicate their
Okay, but honestly though, I feel like well, I don't know if they could know what the weather's going to be like in advance during that time period, but like, if you knew that there was going to be like a giant, like, billowing, like, thing of, like, clouds or something like that, I feel like you would just set down your anchor and just kind of rest there for the night. Because honestly, if I were the captain, I genuinely would not risk it for the biscuit.
actions. The Empress sounded 3 short blasts. Being cautious, Captain Kendall ordered the Empress full astern, meaning that the engines would be thrown in reverse to slow the ship down to a gradual stop until the fog had lifted and both ships could safely...
Yeah, no, if I were this captain, I honestly would not even try to travel through the fog. I would just basically hunker down and just wait.
pass unobstructed.
Like, I get it that you need to make quota and stuff like that, but like, yeah, no.
The Empress's plan to stop and wait out the fog and hopefully do the same.
See, that's what I would have done, is just,
By 1:50 in the
as soon as I saw the fog, I would just hunker down.
a full stop, drifting only by the currents of the river. Then came the response from the Storstad.
Also, that's gotta be terrifying to hear. Like, you're in this very thick fog, and you can't see shit, and you hear that? That's gotta be kind of eerie. Remember, they had schedules to keep if they... Well, I get that, but there's also losing money, and then there's also losing lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you could kind of, like, spare a couple of bucks, or like a buck or two. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
A single prolonged blast indicating that it was still traveling, but this blast was loud, much louder than it should have been. Within seconds of the response, the Storstad appeared out of the fog, bearing down on the Empress. Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Storstad was no more than 100 feet away by the time he was able to see the ship.
Oh, yeah, no.
Collision was
Okay, if I saw this, oh my god, I would be shitting my fucking pants.
inevitable. Kendall reportedly ordered the Empress hard
I would sit there and be like Cleveland Brown. I'd be like, no, 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 no.
ahead as to minimize the impact and hopefully make it a glancing blow. But there simply wasn't enough time to pick up any speed. At 1:55 a.m., the two ships collided with a deafening impact.
Dink.
The damage
Damn, that was so loud.
25 feet into the heart of the
Oh shit, wait, hold up. Okay, for a split second, I thought it was like, I don't know why, I thought it was like, it cleaved the ship in two, but like, Jesus.
Empress, instantly killing several second and third class passengers as they slept, as well as several crew. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Kendall quickly called out to the opposing crew to remain
The angry phone. I need an angry phone.
hoping that these ships' stern would
I need a fucking angry phone.
evacuated the survivors. However, the Storstad was already commanded.
Having driven a motorboat in heavy fog, it's nerve-wracking. Oh, I bet.
Paired with the strength of the
Like, hell, even with modern equipment, oh, I bet you $20 that shit is really fucking nerve-wracking.
river's current, the two ships were separated within seconds, and the
Like, okay, I don't have thalassophobia, right? I'm not afraid of the open ocean, but I am not someone who wants to get on a boat. My thing is that I like the idea of my feet being planted firmly on the ground where I have a chance to run away if I need to. Here, no. If I jump in the water, I'm either gonna freeze to death, get run over by another fucking boat, or I'm gonna get eaten.
hull began to flood. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Despite attempts to prolong the sinking through the closure of watertight doors, the ocean liner sank in just 14 minutes flat.
Damn.
With it, the souls of over 1,000 passengers and crew. Although its bow took a hell of a beating, the Storstad remained afloat and deployed lifeboats.
God. Like, honestly, that... After, like, the other ship, that doesn't look that bad.
Rescuing roughly 200 from the frigid water.
I mean, did they say, like, they got out in, like, rowboats? Is that what they said?
Rescuing roughly 200 from the frigid waters.
Wait, hold up.
Bow took a hell of a beating, the Storstad remained afloat and deployed lifeboats, rescuing roughly 200 from the frigid waters.
Like, okay, honestly, it sounds like the Storstad got off so easy compared to what happened to the Empress of Ireland.
After extensive investigations with both sides giving conflicting stories,
You know someone got their day completely fucked up in that court.
heading after the fog had rolled in, reportedly due to a misinterpretation of the actions of the Empress. According to their testimony, the crew of the Storstad believed that the Empress was turning
Oh, yeah.
to pass port to port rather than
You just get, like, one of those little things that pops out the dents in your car, just... Alright, you're good.
the original starboard to starboard. This explains the Storstad's bizarre decision to turn starboard right into the Empress's path, ultimately leading to the collision. To add insult to injury, the fog that started the whole debacle had lifted just a few minutes after impact.
Oh! Oh! Oh, that is fucking diabolical. That is literally just... That's not even adding salt. That's like adding lemon juice to the fucking wound. Also, we're on an ad break, so I am going to take this opportunity to go and run and grab something to drink real quick. So, we will be right back, everybody. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. There we go. Okay. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go.
If there was ever a prime example of being in the wrong place at the wrong time,
Oop, uh-oh.
it would be at Lake Nyos in Cameroon, Africa on
Uh-oh, hang on.
August 1st, 1986.
Oop, hang on. Give me a second here. I done fucked up. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me see here real quick. There we go. There we go.
That explosion right there was a limnic eruption, also called a lake overturn. Let's take a look at what that really means. Towards the bottom of Lake Nyos is a high concentration of carbon dioxide being farted out from heavy volcanic activity deep below the lake bed.
Okay, honestly, this stuff right here,
680
is like no joke. This is terrifying.
feet down, the substantial pressure at the bottom of the lake dissolves the majority of
Like the methane gases that release from like lake beds and stuff. This stuff is scary.
the released CO2 into the surrounding water. This creates a gradient along the depth of the lake, with deeper waters being rich in carbon dioxide and surface waters being more.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's a very
Saddam
delicate
Hussein.
which, if
That's
thrown
funny.
off balance, can have catastrophic results. And as you can imagine, this is exactly what happened. Now, scientists haven't exactly agreed on what kickstarted this chain of events. Prevailing theories have ranged from earthquakes to landslides to even really no outside influence whatsoever. But what is
I think it was probably like a small earthquake. Did you check out the link for making your post? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Hang on.
With less pressure, enormous volumes of the dissolved CO2 effervesce out of the water in a runaway reaction. And there's the word of the day for you.
Hang on, let me see here.
Effervescence. No, it's not that bring me to life band. It's when dissolved gas rapidly escapes out of a liquid solution, usually by a catalytic pressure differential.
No, I don't think I did.
Open a soda bottle and you see all the bubbles start fizzing? That's effervescence.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Same thing was happening here, except with the case of Lake Nyos, it was magnitudes worse. At 9:30 at night on August 21st, 1986, it's estimated that as much as 300,000 tons of carbon
No, if you want to send me that link again, I'll take a look at it.
like sulfur dioxide and hydrogen sulfide erupted from the
Oh, wait. Yeah. I think I have.
sudden extreme
Yeah, I've made my own trainer card before.
caused the level of the lake to drop by about 4 feet, and the force of the explosion completely leveled the trees in the surrounding area. The now escaped dense gas quickly formed a thick fog that crept along the surface of the water and spilled down the hillside.
I had fun with it. Oh, I gotta see what your trainer card looks like. But yeah, this shit right here, this is scary, right? Like, you would think like things like lakes, rivers and stuff like that, stuff that's bodies of water that are relatively like near you, you'd think would be fine, right? But no, like this shit is fucking terrifying.
Unluckily, of course, right towards populated villages.
Especially if you rely on that lake and river for, everything.
Miles an hour. It was an unstoppable beast.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
As the cloud consumed the village, residents lost consciousness within seconds. Many were suffocated in their sleep, while others collapsed where they stood before any sense of what was even happening. Okay. What am I? Dead? Within minutes, Lower Nyos suffered a catastrophic 98% fatality.
Also, you gotta think, like, for the survivors, that's gotta be horrifying to them. Like, one moment that you just see your guy, like, your friend just, joking around, and next thing you know, he's just stone fucking dead. And the only reason why you lived is, like, I don't know, you were, like, on a slightly elevated part of the village.
Rate of approximately 1,200 villagers, only a handful survived simply because they
Like, that's gotta be, like, a horror movie right there.
Next to be engulfed was Subang, which suffered a 50% fatality rate, followed by the 45% fatality rate.
And it's like a silent killer, too.
As far as 15 miles from the lake before dissipating. In its wake, it left the bodies of not only 1,700 villagers, but 3,500 livestock, as well as countless birds and insects.
Like there is a, like, in Africa, there's also like this lake that is so salty right? So there's this lake in Africa where it's so salty that it actually mummifies whatever is in the water. And some of the stuff that comes out of that lake, it looks like they're like stone statues. Like they literally look like stone sculptures, but no, they are just petrified corpses.
The entire region was cast into an eerie silence, where you would usually hear the chirps and chitters of nature. Now there was nothing. Any survivors?
Super serious moment alert. Well, thank you for letting us know.
Able to do anything about it. Since the disaster, preventative measures have been put in place to avoid history repeating itself. In 2001,
I mean, like, that's good at least.
A gassing pipe was installed, allowing a controlled release of CO2 from the bed of the lake to the surface, with 2 additional pipes being installed in 2011. As of 2019, it's been determined that the degassing process is in steady state and successfully self-sustaining, requiring no external power.
Well, that's good at least.
It can continue on in perpetuity under current conditions. At least there's some good news of this story.
The Halifax explosion.
The morning of December 6th.
This right here is fucking wild, chat. Like, this story right here is fucking insane.
Canucks losing the Stanley Cup to the Bruins in 2011. 2 vessels cruised along the Halifax harbor in Nova Scotia, Canada. On one side, you had...
You know, since I live close to Canada, I've always wanted to go there. Like, take a train or something.
Amidst the events of World War I. Swanging on over to the other side, you have the SS Mont Blanc, a French cargo steamship tasked with carrying about 3,000 tons of war explosives.
Yep, see, you can already see where this is going.
Giant floating bomb was eager for things to go nice and smooth.
Like, you gotta think, when you're the captain of this ship, yeah, you're basically just driving a bomb. Like, you no longer have a boat, you have a bomb. One slight little bump could basically set everything on fire and go kaboom. Whoa, excuse me. God, I'm disgusting.
Admire the sights of a nice and unexploded city. The captain of the
Chat, this is why I'm single.
Feeling rather impatient. He and his crew just spent several days in the harbor waiting on delayed supplies and wanted to get underway. In doing so, the captain ignored the shipping channel's etiquette and protocol, zooming towards the harbor above the posted speed limit of 5 knots or just about 6 miles an hour. It was a real speed demon, that one.
My God, he's going at an ever slightly brisk walking pace.
Entering the harbor. He was able to dodge the dinghy, only to counter a
he dodged my dinghy, chat. Oh, excuse me.
The opposite side of the harbor.
He dodged my dinghy.
That same side of the harbor was the SS.
Wait, hey, that was me yesterday after hubby, and I went to the hot pot yesterday. Oh, are you guys just like burping all the fucking time? Because honestly, like, the couple that burps together stays together. If you're both able to be, you know, nasty like a bunch of ogres, then you know what? You guys are meant for each other. No, just me. Oh. Still, that's a keeper.
The 2 ships were set to collide.
Enough boom to break a city, yeah. He just asked me if I felt better.
Both ships halted their engines.
That's husband of the year right there.
To avoid impact. But at the same moment, the Emo slammed its engines in reverse, causing the bow of the ship to drift starboard.
Ooh! Oh!
The 2 ships had a very low speed, just over 1 mile an hour. So the resulting damage was, momentarily, very minimal. That's all well and good, but remember that the Mont Blanc was carrying a shit ton
Yeah,
of
remember, this thing's a bomb.
and a percentage of that material,
And this bomb's gonna go boom.
drums of benzol, a highly flammable fuel. Several drums were dislodged in the collision and ruptured, spilling right onto the deck.
Oh,
The wonderful thing about flammable
oh
materials
no!
unless there's an ignition source. You know, like a spark of some kind.
Oh no.
Yeah, like those. As the ships began to drift apart, some metal-on-metal friction did exactly what you'd expect.
Follows up with, how's the food baby feeling? Again, your husband's like literally the best husband ever. I want him to know that.
Knew what was about to happen and quickly abandoned.
Yeah, no, honestly, if I saw this, yeah, I'm the first one to jump in the fucking water.
And warning any nearby.
What does the boom say? Boom, yeah.
Freaking lives. But But if you know anything about humans, it's that we're often drawn to catastrophe. I want to touch it.
We are. No, like, we genuinely are. So, I have a first-hand experience about this, right? This is what happened, how I got into my first ever car accident. So, basically, there was already an accident. There was, I'm guessing someone got rear-ended and they got pulled over, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was what is called rubbernecking, where you are looking at the accident while you're driving by. I wasn't paying attention, and I front-ended somebody, and basically what happened was that person's tow hitch completely and utterly, like, trashed my car. And, the thing was that, in order to avoid an accident, I was too busy being preoccupied by looking at the accident that I caused an accident. And the funny thing was that, and this actually surprised the police officer when he pulled over, because when I got out of my car, I was freaking the fuck out, but I was also worried about the other guy, so I immediately ran over to check on him and see if he was okay. I didn't even give a shit about, like, how I was. But, so, when the officer came over, he was just like, son, what happened? I literally told him, and, like, full, like, deadpan, like, no emotion in my face, I'm like, do you know what rubbernecking is? Because that's what I did. And the officer was really stunned about just how blunt I was about it. So yes, no, we are drawn to catastrophes. Or accidents.
You feel that you're out of harm's way, you're going to be cracking open a beer with the boys and
Libya.
all unfold.
God, I love Libya.
The real kicker here, though, is that none of these people were out of harm's way, as they would soon find out. The blazing Mont Blanc ominously drifted towards the shores of the town of Halifax. At 9:04 a.m., all hell broke loose.
Yeah!
The Mont Blanc blew its load,
Sweet
the
Jesus!
explosion in history up to that point. Everything within a 1.5 mile radius was instantly exodic.
Do you know how many tickets I have talked my way out of over the years? Oh, I gotta know how many. Because I have gotten several tickets. Funny enough, they all came from back whenever I just got out of army training. Because when you're in army training, you don't drive. Right? So when you're training in the army, you don't drive. You ruck march everywhere. So I basically had to relearn how to drive, and I've gotten about maybe 3 or 4 tickets because of that. And I told them, I'm like, yes, officer, I completely apologize. Look, I just got out of army training for about half a year. I'm still trying to learn how to drive again. 6 to 8, oh my god, 6 to 8 tickets, Jesus! I am not a good talker. I am not a good talker. I am way too honest and way too blunt about things. I think the Yamato exploding was the only ship explosion bigger than this. Maybe.
A tsunami ripped ships from the water and tossed them about like toys. In the initial blast, as many
No, my dinghy!
100 people were simply erased from existence. For those outside of the immediate death zone,
Holy
shockwaves of the
shit!
explosion rattled homes, with onlookers finding themselves blinded by shards of glass from their shattered windows.
How did you able to get talked out of that?
Thousands of fires throughout the
Because
city,
Jesus.
trapping residents within their homes. The blast was felt as far as 129 miles away.
Antagonish.
Rescue efforts were immediate. Anyone that was able to swarmed in to help, pulling survivors from rubble.
Yeah, because that looks like a fucking bomb went off. Oh, wait, no, it actually was a bomb.
Military and merchant
Oops.
ships were sent in and quickly converted to serve as makeshift medical clinics. Fire brigades from across the region arrived to put out whatever fires they could. Surviving trains on nearby rails were used to evacuate survivors to outer hospitals as the local ones quickly became overwhelmed. Keep in mind that this was during the height of World War I, so there were many initial worries of this being an...
Yeah, because you gotta think, like, because the Germans, or I think they were Prussian. No, they were Germans. Yeah, they were Germans at the time. I don't know, like, the whole history behind Prussia, Germany is kind of odd. Because Prussia was a thing back in World War I, but they weren't called Prussians, they were called Germans. It's weird. The whole thing with Prussia is just odd. But, Let's see here. To be fair, I was straight up honest. My son was only a little over a year and was sick, and I didn't sleep. Okay, honestly, now that you say it that way, yeah, no, I can understand why you talked yourself out of that. Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. Only 3 accidents in my almost 30. Oh my god. I mean, still, like, 1 accident's just one too many, but like 3? Jesus.
Along with rumors of a possible second explosion.
Yeah, so you gotta think. So this is, again, like the height of World War One, because German U-boats were basically sinking vessels to pretty much prevent allies and troops overseas to get supplies. So yeah, no, the threat of a German attack was very, very real in these people's minds. Because if you want to think about it, like, where they're at is not too far from Europe. Like, it's kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Halted some rescue attempts for several hours until it was clear that this was just a freak accident. Thankfully, the rescue efforts were proving successful, but things only got worse. The following day, a strong blizzard struck Halifax.
Oh! Yep, nope. If
completely cutting it off from the outside.
Yeah, so like if any survivors were there, yeah, no, they would be frozen to death. So either you got killed by the explosion or you just got killed by the cold. Either way, it's a suck day for you, buddy.
According to Nova Scotia Archives, there were 1,782 confirmed victims, including about 100 from the neighboring city of Dartmouth, just across the river. As I said, roughly 1,600
blocks
people
cannon.
killed instantly, with an additional 9,000 injured. In total, over 1,600 homes were destroyed, with 12,000 damaged. 31,000 survivors were left homeless or with insufficient shelter. In one fell swoop,
yeah, shit.
The entirety of the city's industrial sector was wiped from the map.
You gotta think the people who survived that, like the ship that rammed into the LeBlanc or whatever it was. You gotta think like they gotta have some wicked ass survivor's guilt. Like Jesus, like that was something that they caused. But my favorite one was I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter. Let's see here. I drive a 1995 Cadillac to put gas for hubby since he was working night shift. Not used to. Let's see here. Not used to driving the tank of a vehicle. I wasn't in the lanes. My response: I am 6 months pregnant. Why the hell would I be drinking? Honestly, for the cop, that is kind of a dumb fucking question. It's like, ma'am, are you drinking? I'm pregnant.
Some initial arrests,
I mean, good point.
Intense investigative proceedings. There was not a single conviction nor party held responsible.
Didn't get a ticket after embarrassing him. Yeah, no. Point to stomach. Excuse me.
Nearly 2 years after the explosion. Alright, let's disembark from boats for a bit and head on over to trains. Trains are pretty neat. Remember those commercials from the early 2000s?
Oh my god, yes! Yes, I remember these! I remember the commercials for lots and lots of trains and lots of planes as a kid.
Not as good as some of the commercials you'd randomly wake up to at 2 a.m., but that's another story.
Yeah, the fucking Girls Gone Wild ads. Yeah, there's a reason why Girls Gone Wild is no longer a thing anymore, and it's fucking gross.
Particular chapter in history revolves around the Versailles Left Bank Railroad on May 8th, 1842. Having just enjoyed a French day of French
trains, yeah.
Of 700 French
last year was my first time ever riding a train. I liked it.
Standard baguettes in length. In total, 18 passenger carriages were being hauled along the railway by 2 powerful steam engines. The train chugga-chugga-choo-chooed along the line at about 25 miles an hour, passing through the towns on its way to Paris. But as the engines roared through the commune of Meudon, many passengers were mechanical failure and metal fatigue. An axle on the front locomotive suddenly snapped, completely derailing the engine. The second engine, still under power itself, slams into the first in a concussive blast, jumping the track of both engines' fireboxes. Hundreds of pounds of burning coals were now thrown about. All of that forward momentum
Ooh.
pulled 5 of the preceding passenger cars straight into the wreck. The pile
Yeah,
of
yikes.
carriages instantly ignited from these spilled burning coals, ruptured grease boxes, and various leaking oils. To make matters worse, the passenger cars were reportedly recently painted, only further accelerating the burn.
Oh! Yeah, no, they just basically they're now like trapped in a fucking oven. Ooh. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Those who weren't insta-killed by the impact were now caught in the blaze. You see, in order to prevent passengers from falling out of moving trains or attempting to jump out of a car before coming to a complete stop, it was standard practice in the 19th century across continental Europe to lock passengers in the cars from the outside.
That's so dumb.
This particular disaster, as you can imagine.
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
Survivors were now completely trapped in the mangled mess. The lucky few who remained relatively unharmed
Yeah,
managed
no
to
shit.
throw themselves from the busted windows onto the ground below. The scene was completely horrifying and unprecedented in railway history up to that point.
Yeah, no shit.
Before, yeah, but they resulted in maybe a handful of deaths at most. This was something else entirely.
Oops, LMAO.
That weren't converted into easy bake ovens were evacuated by nearby onlookers who tended to
Cute naked gun slap me. Yeah, no, for real.
Came under control, the true scale of the tragedy really began to set in. Remains were attempted to be recovered from the burnt wreck, but they were indiscernible from one another. Reports described.
Yeah, honestly, I would just kind of like if my friend or like one of my family members was trapped in the burning fucking cars here, you know, it's safe a bet to be like, yeah, the fire can have the remains. I'm pretty sure I know what fate befell onto them.
The scene is, quote, an agglomerated mass, a heap of flesh and bones, blackened and charred by the fire, formless, disfigured, and impossible to
Oh, that's a lovely,
from the pile of the
that's a lovely,
only
like, description.
7 bodies were able to be identified.
Sweet Jesus.
Features or skull measurements.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that is horrifying. And at the same time, it made it easier for raiders and thieves to steal from the trains with the doors locked on from the outside. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have, like, raiders or something like that, they could literally just... Oh, excuse me. They could literally just, like, bust the locks from the outside and just make themselves nice and home in the fucking trains without anybody, like, stopping them.
At the risk of being demonetized, I really can't do justice to the sheer scale of the violence of this accident, so if you want to read further on eyewitness statements and the descriptions of the devastation...
I think I'm good.
A comprehensive report by French historian Anne Carroll. The level of detail she provides is just... ugh. The official death count for the Versailles rail accident was just 55, but historians
Still.
found the real toll to be as high as 200 due to the fact that so many remains were simply...
Yeah, I'll trust you.
After the accident, investigations identified the mechanical failure of the axle and expanded the field of metal fatigue research. Since then, studies and practices have been standardized that force axle replacement after certain wear and tear milestones.
Yeah, that should have been a standard practice.
To statistically improbable. As for the practice of locking passengers in cars, it was abandoned effectively overnight following the tragedy.
You think?
France, at least. It took some convincing and compromise over the following years for the rest of Europe to follow suit. Safety design is a fickle fiend. Let's end on something a little bit more lighthearted. Even though
Okay.
it still involves a lot of death. The
Okay.
latrine disaster was a disaster involving a latrine in the German city of Erfurt. Groundbreaking, I know, but trust me, the whole event is...
It's a very shitty way to go.
Back in 1104, some political turmoil was brewing within the Holy Roman Empire. An informal meeting between two rude but noble dudes required the mediation by 18-year-old Henry VI.
Zefert.
Germany, Italy, and Sicily, and future emperor to the Holy Roman Empire as a whole. The meeting, held in the city,
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
the Holy Roman Empire as a whole.
The man looks so uncomfortable. He looks so uncomfortable in that painting. He's like, yep, can I get off the chair now? Can I take this crap off of me, please?
The meeting, held in the city of Erfurt, aimed to settle a multi-year-long land dispute between the two parties. Attending said meeting were imperial officials, knights, nobles, bishops, clergy, and counts. Over 100
Bleh.
powerful people jammed and crammed into one
I haven't shit in a week, look.
on the upper floor.
Yeah, basically.
Got something? Nine. Oh, well.
Very much so. Yeah, no. I always love historical paintings because sometimes they're just not nice to the people who they're painting. Sometimes they have like the biggest like, please get me the fuck out of here look. Oh god, that hand.
Oh, Gott suck ein Schwinkter. You know that's not true. Guys, can we not get into this shit?
Just how awkward does that have to be? It's almost like a weird version of like a convention center being held at a hotel, except it's literally just a convention of a bunch of angry, pissed off rich people arguing.
I said, do you recommend we get in then? I'll be right back.
For a moment, it looks like that finger was going to poke your avatar's ear. I mean, like, it could go ahead. I mean, all I got is ear holes. It's not fun.
But they didn't stop there. With the sudden force of all these people slamming into it, the ground floor also collapsed, breaking through to a...
That's like some... Okay, for real though, that's like some Looney Tunes shit. Damn.
Cesspit below.
Oh!
Years worth of fetid fecal matter.
Oh! I'm gonna throw up. Oh! Oh, that is nasty. But also, now they get to know what the fucking gong farmers have to deal with. Because there was a job during the medieval times where this was a thing where they would actually go into the poop pits and just clean them out. So now they get to know what it feels like.
Many were knocked unconscious from the fall and drowned in the waste, while others had suffocated.
Oh, that is a way to go.
Some managed to be saved from the slop, but according to historical records, it's believed that at least 60 people died from the collapse and subsequent poopy plunge. Some historians do believe it may have been...
Oh, that... Okay, honestly, if I died in the poop pit, please... Actually, no, I take it back. I would say, like, fudge it up to make it sound like I died in an honorable death or something like that. Oh, no, fuck that. Put it on my tombstone that I died in the poop pit.
Were named and accounted for.
Put it on my tombstone that I died in the poop pit.
Notable figures like servants and such were simply not recorded after suffering their duty drowning. In a stroke of good luck, the king remained unharmed as he was positioned on a reinforced part of the upper floor. What'd you do?
That's some luck right there.
Overwhelming political consequences, it was a pretty big shock to German aristocracy for a time.
You think?
Big brown skid mark in German history.
You fucking think? Yeah, a lot of the aristocrats just died in the poop pit. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a big old brown stain on German history. Yeah, no fucking shit. Literal no fucking shit. But yeah, no, give this guy a follow. His name is weird, or not weird, but Chat History. He lived as shittily as he died. Yeah, no, like that's fucking gross, man. That is fucking gross. If I die this way, yeah, no, put it on my tombstone and make it very clear that I died in the poop pit. Hell, tell them that I was singing the Great Mighty Pooh as I died in the poop pit. I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish coming from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat? Alright, let me go ahead and fire up Pokemon. You know, it's funny because I actually kind of know that whole song. I kid you not. I could actually sing that song. Does this surprise anybody that I know the theme song for the Great Mighty Pooh? Does this surprise anybody? Nope. Exactly. Here lies Grarl. He passed away while taking a dip in a shitty pool. It's not just the shitty pool. It's the great and mighty poo pit. It's the poop pit. Also just saying the word poop pit just sounds great. It's just funny to say it. God. It's been a while since I've played Yellow. Hang on, let me see here real quick. There we go. Alright, where was I last time I played this? I'm gonna warn you guys, this stuff will hurt your eyes. Better than having this is the song. Oh my god, I fucking hate that. Like no joke, I fucking hate that. I hate that song so much. Let me see here. We'll do just Pokemon. I like how there's actually just a category that's just Pokemon. You're not the only one. Yeah, it's annoying. It's honestly genuinely fucking annoying. There we go. Alright, so I think what it was is that I think the last time we were here, we were trying to free up the Sylph Tower. I think. Let's see here. My mom would play that on purpose for us when me and my siblings were kids. I am so sorry. That's just straight up fucking torture. Let me see here. Alright, so we got Vulcan. We're doing our roll call here. So we got Vulcan. Gamera. And Biolante. Spyro. That's right, because we're trying to evolve Spyro. And then we got Pikachu. And, of course, Baragon. Who is our... Baragon is our carrier. Him and Vulcan are kind of like the team's carriers. Because I think the last time we played this game, I think we got a Hitmonlee. No, I think we got a Hitmonchan. I think it was Hitmonchan. It's been a bit since I played this. Because I think we freed up the Sylph Tower. I think we freed up the Sylph Tower, and I think next is the gym. Let me see here. Did we? Let me first deposit somebody. Plesio, Saitama. Okay, so we did. Okay. So yeah, so we have Saitama. Let's see here. So we got that. Stats. We got Lapras. Let's see here who else we got. Kabagon, Thunder, Spyro. Okay, so... Yeah, because we were trying to do the gym. And I think the... So I think the gym that we have to go to, I think is Koga. Yeah, I think it's Koga. Let's see here. Let me see here. Did we? Yep. Okay, so we did beat the Sylph Tower. Because there's no grunts here. Alright, so let's see here. We fly to... Oh, wait, hang on. Let me see here. Hang on, let me see here. Where do I get fly from? Let me see here. How to get fly in Pokemon Yellow. Route 16 west of Celadon City. Okay, so we can go to map. Where are we at now? Okay, so we got the Master Ball. So, town map. So, Celadon. Okay, so we're in Saffron. Viridian. So, we're not going there. Cerulean. Let's see, Lavender Town. Okay, so Celadon. So, west of Celadon. So, we just gotta go this way. Okay, so it says, so town map. So I'm on Route 7, so it says that we get it. So Route 16 located west of Celadon City. So Saffron, Celadon. So it said 16, right? So Route 16. So where is 16 at? Oh, okay, so right there. Because if we can get that, then we should be good to go. So it says you need a Pokemon that knows Cut. I want to say it's here. No. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. What's this place? Oh, yep. This looks like the place. Alright, so... Oh, that's right. Fucking... I hate this stupid limited space. What is this? Okay, yeah, we can get rid of this. Toss. I really hate this whole, like, stupid limited space. And we'll give that to Charizard. See, Vulcan. Alright. So, let's see here. Can you only learn 4 moves? Yes. Oh, excuse me. We want to get rid of... Let's get rid of Rage. Okay, so he knows that. Okay, so now... Now, this makes it so much easier. Oh, this makes it so much easier now. Okay. so this one is Koga. Alright, so... I also study the way of the ninja with Master Koga. Ninja have a long history of using animals. That's nice to know. Hey, Chaotic, how you doing? Have you seen the new dinosaur? Yes, I have, yes. I actually like it. It's not bad. Go, Vulcan. Vulcan lives! Oh my god, this is gonna make things so much easier. Did you see the bloopers where he does this? No, I haven't. I have not seen that. Sand Slash. Let's use... Gamera. And... Water Gun? Should look at it. Yeah, no, like, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, so there was, like, a few things that I had, there was a few things that I had a little bit of a problem with. The CGI on some of those things weren't the best. So, things like, the beetle when it was trying to fly away from the Anchiornis, that was not really the best in the world, if I'm going to be honest with you. I did like the fact that the Spinosaurus use a fish to hunt shark, which is something that birds, or as we know, modern dinosaurs use today. So it wouldn't be out of the question for like something like a Spinosaurus to do something like that. I haven't seen all. Yeah, no, it's a good watch. No, it's a good watch. I did not like the Allosaurus model. I knew you'd have a good opinion. Well, thank you. Yeah, I did not like the Allosaurus model. Well, then again, I think that's just the common consensus, because the Allosaurus model that they used is just straight up just the Jurassic World Allosaurus, which is not the best in the world. I mean, like, it's fine for Jurassic World, but if you're going with, like, realism and, like, trying to accurately portray dinosaurs and how they look, it's not a good idea to use a Jurassic World design. Yeah, I am playing Pokemon. I'm playing old school Pokemon. This is something that came out whenever I was a child. But yeah, so they gave the Jurassic World Allosaurus bigger feet, which is not really good. Also, hi, Lumi. And also they gave the Allosaurus osteoderms, which is something we know they did not have. And I say this with some bit of confidence because we have found a significant amount of Allosaurus skeletons. So we can kind of get like just an overall gist of what they look like. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to save real quick. I'm going to save. Because yeah, no, this game came out like when I was young. Like this was not my first, but it was one of my very first Pokemon games. I think it was the first Pokemon game that I played and have beaten as a child. There you go. Everyone go follow Lumi. She's super cute. Hi, Fluffs. That's so hot. Who goes that zap? Whoa. With the wave of my finger and the flick of my dick. From zap for me, it will kill you quick. So get on your knees to suck and blow. But not right now. I've got to go. Fuck, I hate when he rhymes. How you doing, homie? That was not right. Yeah, no, all my friends get shout outs. A mere child who you dare to challenge me? Very well. I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. You shall feel the despair of poison and sleep techniques. Prepare to get your ass clapped. And your lunch money stolen. Oh no, a bug type. Man, I give him a sleeping technique as well. Let me grab my slipper. No, fear the chancla. Always fear the chancla. Hang on real quick. Let me see if I can shout out Fluffs. I hate this stupid cooldown. Oh, I gotta wait 28 seconds. Well, shit. Aim with the elbow, you'll never miss. Yeah, see, take it from Tabby. Take it from Tabby. Tabby is a bona fide Latina mother, and she knows how to throw a fucking chancla. I forgot how pixelated older games are. My Fire Lizard got more red blocks than Minecraft Steve. He really do. And the back sprites are always funny to like look at. Because I believe these are just straight up just the red and green back sprites. Just with color. And we fly. Oh, Vulcan's gonna hold the line with these attacks. Oh, shit. Man is holding the line. Make the Primarch proud, Vulcan. My baby boy. Oh, well, he's a dead boy now. It was like, hold my earrings. Yeah, no. Charizard out here is like, I'm taking this personal. Oh, here comes the Venomoth. Now we got a flight move and a fire move, so... Oh, boy. Oh! Oh! Oh, hold the line. Yeah, baby! Hell yeah! You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. I got money. Chocolazard Blaze Kick takes a whole new... Yeah, no, Charizard's just like, oh hell no. Hold my fucking earrings, here comes the Chancla, bitch. And take this too. Make space for this child. Well, God damn, sir! Jesus Christ. Now with that soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. It also lets you serve outside of battle. Ah, take this too. I got TM06. TM6 contains toxic. It is a secret technique over 400 years old. Literally, you just spit at people. It's not that much of a secret. See, I usually get rid of the 2 rods that I don't need anymore at this point back in the day. I don't know. Can you actually get rid of them? There you go. Get shouted out, nerd. Bum bum ba da 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 da. I got my ass beat. A ninja master got his ass beat by a fucking 10-year-old and his pet dragon. I am so goddamn embarrassed. Fuck you, Grarl. Nah, fuck it. I cooked the pizza. And the fuck you. I cooked the pizza. I fucking love that meme. It's just like, I cooked the pizza. I hope you die. Mamma mia. Alright, so let's see here. Well, that's all. That's also Koga without his Crobat or Muck. This shiz was fucking for anyone at this level. Yeah, no, for real. Like, that's a bit of a fucking jump. Like, level 50? Hang on, let me see here. Where do I get Surf from? I forgot. I need to... Let's see, how to get Surf. Navigate through the Safari Zone to the secret house in the final area where the NPC will give you HM3. You'll need 500 Poké for entry to navigate within 600 steps to reach the house. Oh, fuck me, Christ. Okay. Alright. Yeah, if you guys have not joined the Discord, please do. It's a lovely place. We try to have, like, a nice little chill community in there. I do want to try to do movie nights. Venara, hi. How are you? Hang on, let me give you a shouty as well. Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. Thank you, thank you. Venara is also a big sweetheart. Please go give her a follow. Let's see here. I fucking hate these goddamn... Let's see here. Oh no, the stream's going really good. Right now, we just clapped Koga pretty hard with Charizard, since he knows Fly now. There we go. And then now we're gonna try to navigate through the Safari Zone to get Surf. And maybe a Kangaskhan. I fucking love Kangaskhan. Having Pikachu follow was the cool... Oh no, like this was like, as a child, this blew my fucking mind. All right, here we go. Let me actually save here. So save. Welcome to the Safari Zone. Just for $500, you can catch all the Pokemon you want in the park. Would you like to join the hunt? Yes. Good. Here's your balls. They don't work for shit. And also, here's a fucking rock. Just in case if a wild animal wants to come up to you, piss it off. It will totally help. I also remember, like, the episode in the original Pokemon anime that got banned here in the States was Ash trying to catch a Dratini, and the park ranger basically was just like, yeah, no, hands off my dragon, and pulls out a fucking gun on him. Okay, so let's see here. So I need to get to the secret house. To be fair, I'd run away if rocks were thrown at me. Well, the thing is, like, okay, like, if you're a Kangaskhan... Yeah, no, wait, you didn't know that, Tabby? Yeah, no, like, in the original Pokemon anime, there's an entire episode, actually, no, like, an entire arc that was basically cut from the English release, and it explains why Ash caught so many goddamn Tauros, was because, basically... He was trying to find a Dratini. The park ranger was like, oh, no, hands off my dragon, bitch. And pulled out a gun on Ash. A child. Oh, speaking of Tauros. Bait it. Motherfucker. Are you the... No, that's the rest house. The Tauros episode was awesome. But, yeah, the episode got banned for... Yeah, he just pulled out a fucking blicky. Bait it. See here, bait makes it less likely to feed, but harder to catch. If I remember right, it took years to figure that out. I actually never knew that. Nah, we want... I see that item. Also, we're an ad break, so... I'm going to take this time... So we're going to take this time to go to... So we're going to take a little bit of a break here. So we will be right back after the ad break. So we'll be right back, everybody. Alright, guys, you ready? Alrighty. Let's get back to this. Alright, so let me see here. How do I get to here? How do I get to the secret house? Nope, that ain't it. Okay. Because I remember as a kid, I think I just stumbled across it. Execute. Nah. Not a big fan of execute. Oh! Damn it! Oh, there's a baseball game going on? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Contains toxic. Let's see, what can I get rid of? We'll get rid of Mega Drain. Oh, okay, yeah, that explains it. Alright. Oh, Max Revive. Okay, that's helpful. Alright, what is this one? A max potion? Okay. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Nidorino? No, I'm good. I forgot. Did I catch this one? No, I hit. Nope. Wait, hold up. Wait, I think that's it. Yeah, baby! I think that's it. Oh, yep. Tossing stones might make it make them easier to run, but they'll be easier to catch. Maybe. Or not. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Alright, let's load up again. Let's do this one. Luckily, I can save and restart. I'm gonna laugh if this is actually it. Nope. Alright, so... Okay, so I guess we go over here. Come on, give me something good. Alright, show an execute. Oh, shit! Throw a rock. I guess it's make them easier to catch. Nope. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so I guess we go over here, maybe? Oh, no, maybe... Okay, maybe if I don't get it, then we will just look up a guide. Because I know as a kid, I kind of found it by complete accident. Because I think in later games, they just make surf a lot more easier to get. Also, chat, I want to ask you guys, what do you think? Okay, so for those who don't know, what do you guys think was the first Pokemon ever made? Trick question. Nice! Oh, wait, no. Nope. Yeah, okay, so we already caught one. Okay. Because it doesn't give you, like, a little logo. Rhydon, correct, yes. Rhydon is the first ever Pokemon ever made. And I think the other one was, Lapras. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think Lapras was one of the first as well. Oh, it's a Kangaskhan. Damn it! Area 2. Okay, so... Alright, so... Kangaskhan is angry. Okay, if I catch a Kangaskhan, I'm just going to go back into the Safari Zone. I'm not just going to reload my save. So, let's see here. So I might just do that because all we really have right now is just a Cubone. Toxic, I don't really need it. What is TM40? TM40 is... Ooh, Skull Bash. Okay, that could actually come in handy. Rest House. Can you teach me surf? Nope. Okay, maybe... Save state. Bicycle. So I gotta go, I guess, in the deepest part of the Safari Zone. Ah, shit. Okay, so... Load... Alright, so bicycle. Man, I'm seeing a lot of Kangaskhan's lately. Okay. Fuck it. I'll see what happens. Yep, I kind of figured. Yep, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Another one? Because I honestly thought these were really hard to find in the Safari Zone. Now they're just all over the fucking place. Alright, so go over. Ah, right there. Damn it! Ah, son of a bitch. It was right there. Okay. Okay. Does it change with the badges? I don't know. No, nothing broke. No, that was just me slapping my desk. We are, yes. So we're gonna have to get rid of something. Okay, I know where to go now. Alright, let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Alright, I got it now. I got it. Alright, I got this. So, down, over. Ah, shit. Okay. Alright, try it. Let me try again. Alright, let's see. Okay, I don't think, well, hang on, let me see here. Yeah, Nanook's going nuts just because of the fact that the girls are eating. And he wants to play with them, but and the thing is, like, he wants to play with them, but they're too small. Because I have smaller dogs and Nanook's a full-size husky. Oh, fuck, a Scyther? Oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, like, oh shit. Yep, okay, alright. Let's see here. Let's load state. Alright. Alright, so we go this way. I know you and get Pinsir here, but not Scyther. Oh, fuck. What, the Safari Zone? I think you get both. So I think with Pokemon Yellow, you can get both. There's just, I think there's like exclusives that you cannot get. So, In Pokemon Yellow, you can't get Arbok, Ekans, Coughing, Wheezing, Meowth, Persian. I want to say the humanoid trio, so things like Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, you can't get those either. Trying to think of some other ones that you can't get. No, but that's wild, though, that I managed to catch a fucking Scyther. Oops. Alright, so go up, over... Alright, so up, over, go all the way over here. Oh, yep, there's the Scyther. Oh, it's a level 15? Throw a rock at it. See, I kind of wish that you would have that thing where in Gen 2 you would have like the Pokemon bug catching contest where you can just use one Pokemon. Because that would be really, really helpful. Man, okay, I'm getting like the luck of the draw here. I think it was this way. And then I think it's that way. Or not. I might have goofed up. Yeah, I might have goofed up. Yep, I might have goofed up here. Okay, I'm starting to get this place a little bit memorized. Just through a lot of trial and error. Okay, hang on. Let me try that again. Alright, so... Alright, so bicycle. So we go up and over. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, with the more badges I get, the more rare Pokemon I get. Because we managed to come across Scythers and Kangaskhan, like, pretty, like, not really deep in the Safari Zone. Oh, shit, and fucking Tauros? Throw a rock. Alright, so go over. I know that the badges in Gen 1 give you stat boosts for certain ones. I didn't know that. I just know that, like, Pokemon up to insert level here will listen to you, but I didn't realize about that one. I feel like, okay, so, like, I feel like with Gen 1, I feel like Gen 1 feels more like an actual, like, RPG than, say, the other gens. Because Gen 1 was more or less like the test bed for everything in the franchise. So just shit that stuck and shit that didn't stick. Yeah, I only learned that about that this year. Oh no, that's totally fair. But yeah, no, like after, you know, while I'm playing this, it really shows that Yeah, this feels more like an actual like RPG. Like a true RPG than like say especially like the later games. Hang on real quick. There we go. That way. And then I guess I think I go over. Nah, we already got a Rhyhorn. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Rhyhorn. I love Rhyhorn and Rhydon. I hate Rhyperior. I absolutely despise the Diamond and Pearl evolutions for some of the Gen 1 Pokemon. I really fucking do. Risk it for the biscuit. Nope, that didn't work. And of course it runs. I think once I get Surf, I think what I'm going to do is go back to the Safari Zone and grab Scyther, Kangaskhan, and Tauros. Alright, and then... Hi, Koi! Alright, so now we got a Marowak. Throw a rock. Oh, hell yeah! We got ourselves a Marowak! Oh, hell yes! Yeah, we'll call it Cephalos. Because we got Cephalo, and then we got... Actually, no. I got a better one. We'll name it Moloch. Perfect. Okay, honestly, we'll go back and save because we actually caught something that's pretty good. Yep, there we go. Had to reload it. I wasn't hearing anything. That's what I've been told is that people have to like refresh my streams or otherwise they're not hearing anything, which I think is really fucking stupid. Like, Twitch needs to fix this. Oh, okay, I got you. Man, so after we get sir. Sure. All right. All right, let's... All right, so we go over... To be honest, there was extremely high winds in some areas, and the servers could have been messed up. No, I think it's just like a Twitch thing because a lot of people have been saying that when they pop into my streams, they have to refresh it because they can't hear anything. So, no, I don't think it's just you. I think it's a Twitch thing. Nope, not that way. Deposit all into your PC. Gotcha. Okay. I've never had this problem with your streams before. Yeah. I've had a few people that been doing that, where they've told me that they couldn't hear me and they've had to refresh the streams and then they're perfectly fine. So. Okay, now I'm just getting just nothing but execute. Nope, not that way. No, that's the part that fucked me up. Alright, so... Nope, I think that was the right way. No, I think I go up. Nope. Ah, I think I fucked up. Alright, hang on. We're going to load again. I swear to God, we are definitely gonna have to. We are definitely gonna be getting surfed by the end of the stream. I swear to God. All right. Execute Order 66. That would be funny. I would love to see an Executor as like a clone trooper. Which also, I'm thinking that maybe for May the 4th, I'm probably gonna get a clone trooper model kit. Ooh, Tauros. Okay, throw rock. Yep. That would be funny. Nope. Okay, hang on. Let's load up again. I really hate this because, like, every single, like, little misstep will set you back. Like, every single, like, little misstep that you make in this game will cost you. Or at least in the Safari Zone. Because you only have, like, and it's not even, like, a finite amount of minutes. It's a finite amount of steps. I would much rather prefer if they did this within, like, minutes rather than actual, like, steps. Because you move faster on like, the fucking bike. But it also eats up on your fucking steps. Yeah, I know you got 500 steps, but at the same time, you know, when you're on a bike, that stuff adds up. That's what I'm trying to get at. Alright, go under. Which way was it? I want to say it was down that way? No. Which is funny because, like, as a child, I never caught a Scyther. Area 2. I believe you go down this way, and then... I think you go here, up, over... No. Okay, this part of the Safari Zone always fucks me up. I'm noticing this part always fucks me up. Because again, I managed to stumble across the secret room just by complete accident, just by not even really thinking about it. Ah, shit. Okay. All right, I got this. I got this. Chat, I got this. It's amazing what happens when you just don't think about things and you just do it. Like, again, I found the secret, like the secret house, without really thinking about it last time around. And then now it's... Oh, shit. I think it's just now because I'm actually genuinely trying to look for the damn thing. That's not the secret house. Alright, so we got a Marowak. So we don't need another one. Let's see here. Although sometimes I wish I could just use items like Repel. Repel would be really nice. Oh, come on. Give me a fucking Kangaskhan. See, like, I want to throw a rock, but I don't want to risk it running away. And it ran away. Trainer tips. Win a free HM by finding the secret house. Alright, so go up, over, area 2, leave, go down here, trainer tips, campaign, search for the secret house. Alright, so don't go over there. Don't go over here either, because this is the part that kind of fucked me up, because there's nothing over here except for just the house that's not the secret house. It's another Rhyhorn. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. You go up in this location. You go up, over. Okay, it's starting to click, chat. It's starting to click. Yep, okay, this is starting to click now. And you go over, under... Yep, okay, I got it now. I got it. I got it. I finally got it. It finally clicked. It finally clicked, chat. Alright, it finally clicked in my brain. Okay, we got this. We're locking in, chat. We're locking in. Alright, let me see if I can catch this damn Tauros. Nope. Alright, so... Nirina. Alright, we're locking in, chat. Alright, because I finally cracked the code. I finally cracked the code, chat. See, Nirina. Alright, so... You go up, down, up. And we're gonna be hitting every fucking branch on the way down. Alright, so go up, over. Down. And you go over, over. Perfect! There we go. Got it. Hell yeah. We'll teach that to Biolante. I like how Pikachu can learn Toxic. That's kind of funny. I'm just imagining like Pikachu just throwing up. Like, Pikachu, use Toxic. Blech. Oh, that is Toxic. Ah, finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house. I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you've won Surf. Now we can teach Gamera how to surf. Withdraw. You know what? While we're at it, we'll teach Spyro. Is he needs something? God damn it. Agility. Suck it, bitches! And now we can sit here and catch all the Pokemon we want now. Alright, let's see here. Can we catch a Scyther? Can we catch a Kangaskhan? Or can we catch a Tauros? Let's see, that's a Marowak. Alright, what else do we got here? It's a Nidorino. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a Nidoran. Because I don't think I can end my campaign early. Can I? No, I can't. Well, the good thing, though, is that we got Surf, and we got a... So, out of all this, we got a Marowak, and we got Surf. But I still would like to catch a Kangaskhan, a Scyther, or a Tauros. Let's see, can we? I don't know, chat. Do you think we can catch one before? Oh, here we go. Here's a Tauros. Nope. I think it's really just like pure RNG. I might, you know, honestly, I'll just probably catch it off stream. Okay, so now we can go to Center. Well, first, actually, you know what? Well, that's Pallet Town. I didn't want Pallet Town. Yeah, let's store all of these items. My PC. Let's do that. Let's do Old Rod. Huh, okay. You know, honestly, I did not know I could do this. Lift key. I don't think I really need the lift key. Pokeflute. I don't think I need the Pokeflute. I really don't need the item finder. Because I never use the damn thing. Let's see here. We have... I think... Yeah, I have the Super Rod, right? Yeah, so I don't need Good Rod. I don't need the card key. There we go. That is so much better. That is so much better now. Hang on, let me see here real quick. Wait, you'll have a heart attack. Why will I have a heart attack? Unless you're gonna want to fucking poison me. You know what? Just for that. No, have some leaves. All right, so basically what we're going to do is front load Biolante by the sounds of this. Also, you know, if actually kind of dawned on me when Mega Starmie came around was that the whole Staryu line is literally just one giant Ultraman reference. Even down to how they sound in the anime, it's literally just them making the Ultraman sound because, so, in the show, more specifically the original Ultraman is known for going, SWA! That's his iconic phrase, and the Staryu line make that sound. And also, the jewel on the chest is basically just a giant homage to Ultraman, because in the show, Ultraman's power is in the center of his chest. And Ultraman's chest will light up after a minute where he has to transform back, and it's to basically let the children know that Ultraman is powering down. Which is funny because originally speaking, I believe the original creators of Ultraman did not originally want that. They didn't want Ultraman to have that little indicator, but I think it was Subaraya. I want to say it was Subaraya. It was somebody in the higher ups who was letting him know, no, the children need to know when Ultraman is powering down. I want to say that's true. Yeah. Swatch! And then also fun thing about Ultraman is that, so probably for narrative reasons, oh, absolutely. 100%. Oh, she's got like a full fucking stack. Okay. Cool. So, interesting thing about Ultraman, for those who don't know about Tokusatsu and Daikaiju stuff. So, the guy that made Subaraya Productions, AG Subaraya, worked on Godzilla. He was actually the guy that did all the special effects for the Godzilla movies, until he struck it on his own and made his own company. And I'm thinking it's maybe because of like good faith or something like that he had with Toho, but they would actually let him use a lot of the older kaiju suits. So a lot of Ultraman kaiju back in the day were just repurposed Godzilla suits. A good example of this is Gomez, the Kaiju Gomez, which is a rehash of one of the Godzilla suits. There is also Jurass, which is a very infamous kaiju because it's literally just a green Godzilla with a frill. And then there are, I want to say it's Naranga. Oh god, I can see the kaijus. I can see them. I know one of them is Naranga. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Is that Naranga and two or three other kaiju. Actually, wait, hang on, let me see here real quick. Naranga. Oh wait, no, hang on. Let me just do this. Baragon. Ultraman. Hang on, give me a second here. Baragon. Yep, here we go. Okay, yeah, so, like I said, I could see these kaijus. It's just, I could not remember their names to save my life. So, the Baragon suit in the Godzilla movies was repurposed for, I think, about 4 or more Ultraman kaiju. So, this included the kaijus known as Pagos, Noronga, Magular, Gabora, Rigger, I believe it's Rigger, I think is what it was. Yeah. So it was Rigger. And basically that poor bastard was reused so many times that by the time Toho got their suit back for Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, that thing was just in so many, like, that thing was in such a rough shape. Like, it was so bad. Send help, they're yelling at the TV upstairs. Well, I mean, it is the DR versus the United States. So I mean, like, no, and also your family's like a huge baseball family. So I mean, like, that's totally understandable. Unfortunately, I am not a sports ball fan. Although I am legally obligated to support the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Tampa Bay Rays. Because that's my hometown. I may not watch the sports ball, but I support my home team because of this. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. So basically, I guess you could say Godzilla and Ultraman are, I guess you could say they're half brothers. Oh yeah, no, I am so sorry that you gotta deal with that. But no, like, it's fun though. It's fun family bonding. But yeah, so I guess you could say, like, Godzilla and Ultraman are kind of like, I guess you could say half brothers because of the people who made it. Because Tsuburaya, again, also helped work on the Godzilla movies. So yeah, I guess you could say they're half siblings. Alright, let me see here. But I swear they're gonna fall through the floor with the way that they're... Yeah, and then they're gonna fall through the floor, and then they're gonna fall into the poop pit. They're gonna fall right into the poop pit. Tell them if they don't stop jumping around, they're gonna fall right into the poop pit. Oh, I made it to the Seafoam Islands. Just by sheer fucking accident. Oh, this is where I catch Articuno! Okay. Am I able to fly here? I don't think I can. No, I am not. Well, shit. What kind of balls do I have? I have one Master Ball. I have one Master Ball. I am not gonna waste it on Articuno. I'm not wasting that on Articuno. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste that on that bird. God damn, my iPhone's in my way. So, let me see here. I was gonna say, how the fuck did I get here? Oh, right, over here. Let's see, let's do... Alright, so we're about to have an ad break, but I'm going to keep trucking to... Because I want to get to Cinnabar. Because once I get to Cinnabar, then I'm going to fly over to... Fuchsia, I think it's Fuchsia City? Where Sabrina is. Seafoam Islands, okay. Or, you know, maybe I could fly to Pallet Town. You know, maybe I could fly to Pallet Town and, go that way. Oh, okay, maybe that was not the smart idea. Don't worry, little Pokemon. I'll put you out of your misery. You know what? Actually, you know what? Pikachu can also join in as well. He needs the experience. Thunderbolt. No, traumatic. Wait, can I actually go to... Yeah, wait, can I actually do that? Pallet Town. Oh yeah, I could totally do that. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? I could totally do that. Doi. Onward, Gamera! Onward! The Tentacool, the Zubat at the sea. My god, you're fucking annoying. Also, can I just sit here and say that, like, I like how I'm going through the ocean and there's, like, nothing but fucking jellyfish. That says a lot about the ecosystem in fucking Kanto. It's just nothing but jellyfish. Like, no Goldines, no Magikarp, no Gyarados, no Dugongs, no Seals, nothing. It's just straight jellyfish. They seem to have an infestation. And we made it to Cinnabar. Oh, wait! We can get our fossils! Oh, wait. Yeah, before we go, let's get our fossils. Pokemon Lab meeting room. R&D room. Testing room. I think it might be this one. The hell is this? Let's see here.
Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon.
Oh wait, can we get an Eevee here?
I made a cool TM. It can cause all kinds of fun.
What sort of fun did you give me, good sir? Metronome. Oh. Man, Metronome ain't fun. Metronome just sucks. Is it this one? Yep.
Heya! I'm an important doctor. I study rare Pokemon fossils. You have a fossil for me?
Old Amber.
Oh, that's Old Amber. It's a fossil of Aerodactyl, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time. Go for a walk for a while.
I forgot how long it is. Okay. Wait, hold up. I wonder if I could just sit here and clap the clap the gym leader while I'm at it. I want ultra. No, I want great balls. No, I want great balls actually. So I have $41,000. So let's crank that shit up, baby. I don't know. Do you guys think I can do it? The door is locked. Maybe not. Oh wait, I probably have to meet Blaine over at the Seafoam Islands. I think that's probably what it is.
Where were you? Your fossil's back to life. It was an Aerodactyl-like, I think.
I got Aerodactyl. Do you want to nickname it? Yes, I do. We are going to name it Abare. It's short for Abare Killer. From Aber Ranger. Wait, hold up. Wait, no, I could probably just call it Abare Killer.
You have a fossil Pokemon for me? Oh, that's a dome fossil. It is fossil.
Boy, that is some bad translation. It's his fossil of
Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time. Go for a walk for a little while.
Yeah, baby. Okay. Chat, okay, what Pokemon should I get rid of for Aerodactyl? We got Baragon, we got Spyro, we got Dratini, we got Nidoking, Pikachu. What do you guys think? What Pokemon should I put in the PC for Aerodactyl? Because I'm thinking maybe Dratini. Yeah, so we have what's the typing? Aerodactyl is rock flying, so we have that one, which is grass poison. Water. We need Vulcan, so we're keeping him. We got Pikachu. Nidoking. And then Dratini. Honestly, I'm fine getting rid of Pikachu. Because I was thinking about maybe getting rid of Pikachu. But, yeah, we can put Spyro away. Honestly, I'd say Pikachu also. Yeah, because Pikachu's not very good. He can't evolve, so... yeah. Because we're trying to... because, so, with Spyro, we're trying to get him to a Dragonite. That's my thing. Pikachu in this early game is cute and all, but it doesn't get any perks. Oh, yeah, yeah, you know what, actually, yeah, let's just get rid of Pikachu. Bye-bye, you little shit. Yeah, because we got Zapdos. And plus, Spyro can already learn electric moves. So, Pseudo Legends like Dragonite are a pain to raise, but damn, they are. No, exactly, exactly. Yeah, because Dragonite is a fucking tank. And then we got... so I could give him some moves here to kind of like balance him out a little bit. So I could give him Fly. Fly would pretty much be a given. Metronome. And I think they got rid of the whole missing no thing. Do I want to give it a nickname? Yes. We'll name it Scythe. Yes, okay. Okay. So, now... Scyther? Nah. No, because Kabutops has the sword arms, basically. Although that'd be kind of funny. No, that could really throw people off too if I ever play competitively. Like, just intentionally name or nickname Pokemon the wrong species name and just completely throw people off. So I was like, go Scyther, and it's just a fucking Kabutops. Or go Pikachu, and it's a fucking Rayquaza. Saffron is... No, it's not here, is it? Saffron City is not... No, it's not, ain't it? No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Saffron City. If you want, yeah, because it's by the power plant. But right now, we are not getting Zapdos just yet. You know, there was the whole meta to the point of the VCG tournament. Wait, was that really a... Wait, hold up. That's a meta? That was a meta? I thought I was just being funny. Better not get greedy, but I want to be greedy. Alright, here we go. I want to say it's this one. I think I just stumbled across the gym leader by freak fucking accident. What the actual shit? That is funny. Okay, so that is actually where we're gonna pause it there for the night. And when we return, we will take on Sabrina. Yeah, no, I just completely stumbled across Sabrina by complete and total accident. I was genuinely expecting to just go fight my way through the gym. Let me just save again, just to be sure. Okay. So, let me see here. Yeah, because if people say they will throw out this Pokemon name, it's started to become a mental... Yeah, but that's fun, though, because you get to psych people out. I swear, when it comes to Pokemon tournaments, people are really can be really fucking sweaty neckbeards. Because that's no fun. What if I want to psych people out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I want that? Yeah, because I know, like, with the whole Pokemon card thing, I know people are really, really fucking sweaty. Right? I know for a fact those people are some really, really fucking sweaty neckbeards. Because it's like, bro, it's not that fucking, like, hard. It's just Pokemon. Relax. So much that people became angry and confused at tournaments. Yeah, but that's part of the fun, though. Like, what? Like, honestly, if I went to a Pokemon tournament, that would be my goal. I shit you not, that would honestly be my fucking goal. I would want to name my Pokemon completely different species, just so that way people can, you know, be thrown off guard and completely fuck them up. Because then they have to completely change their strategy on a fly. Is that wait, is that ban still a thing, or can people basically now or can people actually do that now? Fuck, come on. That's bullshit. I swear to God, these tournaments have like no fun. That's like no fucking fun. What? Look, my thing with like, yeah, no, seriously, well, damn. Yeah, because like, my thing is that I always love fucking with people, and that would totally be a total thing that I would do. Especially after the future and fast Pokemon. The future and past Pokemon that look similar to their source, like Hariyama and Iron Hands. Man, that's no fun. Like, that's genuinely, like, no fucking fun, man. I swear, people just take the fucking piss out of everything. Well, shit. Okay. But yes, so tomorrow I will be on my friend Dalek's stream because she is doing her debut tomorrow. I will have my new video out. If you haven't seen my new video, it's up on my Discord server. All server members get to see the new video that I'm posting. It's going to be part of a new video series that I'll be doing. So give it a look before it's out on my Twitter and Blue Sky. And then I believe maybe sometime next week or this week, I don't know when, I will post it on my YouTube. Thank you, Tabby. Yeah, no, I finally got my lazy ass going, and I finally got that thing, like, made. That took me literally all day. Because I shit you not, I worked on that all day, and then I went straight to streaming afterwards. And I did that, and I started recording all that stuff, like, in the morning. No script. That video, no script. That was literally me just going off and winging it. Yeah. I recorded all that stuff within, like, I want to say, like, a couple of hours. And then did all the editing, like, it, TLDR, all of that was under a day. All of that was legitimately under a day. Thank you. Yeah, no, that, the one thing I will pride myself on is that I am a very good editor. Which, fun fact, and this is really just not a flex, it's just a fun little thing about me, was that I am self-taught on how to edit movies and videos. True story. Like, I'm 100% self-taught. Never took a single day in my life to edit. The only thing video-wise that I took for editing was animation. But movie editing and stuff, all on my own. No tutorials. Just trial and error. Lots and lots of AMVs and lots of trial and error. I started to do video editing like around, I want to say 2008, when I was in middle school. So yeah, no, and I've done like a few local projects as well. When I used to live in Florida, I did a couple of like editing projects for some local businesses, and my college as well. So, yeah, no, like, it's something I do kind of pride myself on just a little bit. And that's saying a lot because I don't really pride myself on much of anything. But no, I'm really glad you guys liked it because I want to make that into a series. So yeah, hopefully if it goes over well, then yeah, I will continue with it. it's just something that I got inspired by Phobos with his Zoids breakdown. So I wanted to give like my little spin on it. So, but yeah. So we're gonna raid into someone new. We're gonna be raiding into someone named Namigiri. She's a really, really pretty and really adorable little seal VTuber. And I want to give her a little bit of support because she just debuted yesterday. So we're all going to go say hi to the seal. Until then, everyone, I'll catch you all later. I'll see you all on Tuesday. And I will have a schedule posted up maybe tomorrow. But until then, everyone, I'll catch you all later. And let's go say hi to Nami.